Hey everybody, welcome to your last week of personal portfolio management course. Yeah, last week here, instead of the scenery, I got the holiday Labor Day weekend poster up here. Got Rosie from the World War II era. And so sometimes, people forget what the holidays are all about. Say Labor Day, what's that about, And there's a lot of people, younger generations that don't realize what it's all about. But so there you go. There's a poster. All right, so jump into the core. Keep this short. Our last week um, together here. Let me see discussions. Though most of you doing real good in discussions, good content. More than a sentence. You actually write something and then you interact, and even those, I've seen. Uh, depending who you are, a lot of improvement. Most of you've gone past the little one-liners or, yeah, that sounds good, and you actually write something and interact. So great job there. Assignments, same thing. If there's any issues, I've let you know about them. No real issues there. The only other thing I want to touch on is I mentioned it a few weeks ago, is what's called plagiarism. Make sure, whether it be in a discussion or assignment, that you're actually typing it up yourself, not copy pasting, or just retyping it. And, and there might be some cases where you'll have a little bit of the same thing because it's a phrase, or um, 5 words go together because it's an actual description. That's the difference in actually putting in stuff there. And I just want to warn you know because this is every college's policy, and depending on who your instructor is, you can get an automatic failure. Most universities expel students for plagiarism. So, um, and plus, if you do it in a discussion forum, everybody knows it because everybody sees each other's stuff there. So, but anyway, I just want to touch on that because I'm doing that in all the classes just to make sure. I'm also for the writing aspect. I've been doing these extra videos every week where I add. So this upcoming one, I'm just putting writing summaries there for just so you have a little extra. Um, yeah, summary. Depending on what type of paper you're writing, summaries are required conclusions. So thought that might help out there. All right. This upcoming week, you got 2 chapters: planning for retirement and preserving your estate. So again, you're talking about retirement plans and things like that. So you know, older guy here, depending on what your age is. I know when I was, me and my wife were young, we'd hear, people would tell us things about investing or buying a house and different things like that. And, we always had the excuse of, well, we just don't have the money. And, so my suggestion is figure out a way to come up with the money. If you never get the money in the first place, you don't miss it type thing. It's like the government takes your tax money, right? So, hey, you don't have it. Yeah, you might miss it, but it ain't like you have an option, so if you treat retirement plans like that, plus there's a lot more options now for retirement plans than when I first started out. We have 401ks now, things like that, and so there you go. What else? Okay, so week okay, presentations, discussion. Yeah, like I said, most of you are doing real good on those, so just carry that through into your next courses. I'm doing 3 courses next term, so I'll probably have most of you in one, in some of those. So, assignment, just like you've been doing, the quizzes, and just an extra note, if you ever notice that something you think might be wrong, let me know. And that's in all courses because, when there was the transfer about a year ago into a different platform, um, we had, files can get corrupted. There's a thing called shuffling, like in quizzes, like, okay, when you take it the first time it's question 1, but second time you take it might be question 7. So that's a shuffle thing. And sometimes answers get jumbled in there where the correct versus the incorrect answer. So, if you think it's wrong, let me know, and then we can double check just to make sure. Because I'll tell usually about 7 out of 10 times when a student says, I think that answer was wrong, it does end up being wrong. So that way you get your credit for it and we fix it. So, okay, you also got your final exam. So, and evaluation if you can, do an eval. That's how we find out if there's something wrong with the course, something you think should be changed or added or taken away, or everything was just right. So whatever the case is, and that's how we make changes to these courses. So, all right. So with that, I'm going to say that's it. Other than my test question, dun, 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 there we go. So this is like from last week. So I guess the question in here is, you all know who my grandkid is, but can you find the aeronautical aircraft in this picture? So there you go. I will leave it there. You guys have a great rest of the week. Get in touch if you need anything, and if you're in my classes next week, I will see you then. So take care.